Siemanko, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z Noire.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Golden Gate, nie wiem co tutaj mogło chodzić. O, zainteresowanie. Chyba. Tak.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive. How was that a case? The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her. Where did this take place? That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street. What? A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath the Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Poranek uszczęśliwy ten roj.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard. You bantering with me. I'm just trying to fit in. Stop just ahead.
Już czekałem, żeby go wyciągać, ale na szczęście mi to sprzężyć do wody.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey! Out of the way, Bob!
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Dobra, jak tu zejść? No jakoś tak. Koroner, po co tu?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the truck. And that isn't even the best part.
Poczekamy majtki.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
She's a long way from home.
No. To poważna sprawa. Krew.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
No i rejestracja. No to wszystko w sumie.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
Chyba są lata.
I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
A,
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
tak coś zrobimy.
I thought this was such a nice area.
A, ja tyle zobaczył.
Homicide. Is that true?
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
beasted...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Okej.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Spadł z klifu. Kobieta kierując rozbitym utrzymuje, została wyburzona. Zakwestionować?
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Aha, Mark
What
Bishop.
can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
A co z tymi majtkami? Jakie było nasze pytanie w ogóle? Sprawdzamy sobie intuicją.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the
Tak.
crash.
I'm offended, sunshine.
No trzeba
Do you have any
użyć
proof?
to przed... Bielizna.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a cast. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Aha. No to
We found
Bishop.
a shrunken head that was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You
Okay.
mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Ja chyba akurat to można jej uwierzyć.
It's
Nie,
not
to
going to play that
kwestia...
way, Mrs. McCaffrey. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a healer. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's see what we can shake out of the kid.
Przejdziemy do szpitala.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Elegancko.
11K Roger, en route. Careful!
Lepiej. Trzeba sobie radzić. Mamy zmienić strój naszego detektywa. Zaraz zmienię. Już w poprzednim odcinku mówiłem, że coś zrobię. Stroje. Dobra. Niech będzie teraz. Też w sumie. Dobra.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica
Niech
Hamilton.
będzie. Chociaż nie, teraz zmienię jeszcze.
Hamilton. Oh yes, she's in the room right behind you, detective.
Skoro to są sprawy związane z... Właśnie, jasne kino.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't
Feeling
need
better
to be
since this
manhandled
morning,
by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
A, to McAfee. To nic...
Circumstantial.
To nic nie będzie.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
A, to machina z przodu.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tak.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
A te majtki?
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but My father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
That is.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Ile ma wysok matki?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Zakwestionuj.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. Been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be our lawyer. Certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Co myślę?
There she goes. Come on.
Dobra, spokojnie.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Ah, that's it. We're spotted. Back off. Back off. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Chyba się udało teraz.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Mhm.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Dobra. Sprawdźmy szklany Bishopa.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping up Campbell's wife in the first place. Or you'd done the job properly. The Capitol will break a fella's legs just for looking at the girl.
What did you make of the kid? Believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Cholera go wie.
I also need assistance 540 West 9th Street and Uncle Sam's Army Supply 540 West 9th Street. Units getting...
Daleko. Na szczęście nie.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, of 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park.
A chyba to nie zniknie, to?
KTPL clear. I also need assistance 540 West 9th Street and Uncle Sam's Army Supply, 540 West 9th Street.
Dobra.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Aha.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Find some cover!
Real clever, asshole.
Take this guy out.
No.
11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor in the corner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army Surplus is
Dobra.
code 4.
To przykra sprawa z tym sprzedawcą. No, czasu się nie cofnie niestety. Takie raczej podpływają na psychikę. Za historię, przynajmniej tak mi się wydaje. Taki policjant po takim czymś mógłby naprawdę długo o tym myśleć.
Roger, KGPL.
Any ideas? I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
No. O, teraz już czekała na nas.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Ja można tak powiedzieć.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Taka młoda.
I don't think so.
Dobra. Pierścionek.
Junk.
No to raczej też będzie nieistotne.
Nope.
Te szminki też nawet nie sprawdzam. Mhm.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
No.
Presented to Mark. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Zabawki.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Pieniądze jakieś.
I don't think this is any use to us. I doubt it.
Dobrze, panie kolego.
Probably not.
Ale jest zdjęcie.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Dobra.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Tak.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
No dobra, wierzę.
Either we find him, or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where Hopgood might know.
Mhm.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Tak.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The
No,
pictures
no,
were
to jest
cast.
plan. No dwójeczka.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius. A magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Okay.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
No.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
To są
I need a
babka.
location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks for your help.
No. Tam zaraz pojedziemy.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife, and finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can.
Tak. Dobra. To jedziemy tam po silver screen. Zapisywanie. Dobra, no to w tym miejscu ja wam dziękuję za oglądanie. To już następnym razem żegnam się z wami. Hej!
Mrs. Bishop knows